welcome to Spit or Swallow Beer Review, Shagdog. Plenty of bats flying around there. That was a little more than I expected, but we're doing Mortal Kombat. This is an American IPA brewed by Liability Brewing Company, which is in Greenville, South Carolina, which is in the northwest part of South Carolina by Clemson. Greenville, Spartansburg. Beer Advocate NA is a 7% ABV. Says the same thing on the can. And there's no score, only 3 ratings, and has been added on Beer Advocate in 2019. So that just tells me it's probably only sold in South Carolina, maybe that right part of it into North Carolina. Not a very big brewing company, but they have a lot of beer, so I don't know. Maybe just a lot of people in that area don't go on Beer Advocate. Possibility. Except for 3 people. Alright, it's an American IPA. I hate IPAs. I don't know if this is a seasonal beer or not. Because, but it was in the seasonal section at the liquor store I went to with all the fall beer and Oktoberfest, so... But then again, it could have been left over from summer or spring for all I know. But it's got Halloween type colors, right? It's Mortal Wombat, not Mortal Kombat. And it's a wombat, but it might be a Ewok dressed up as a wombat for all I know. A wombat Jedi. So he might be trick-or-treating as a ninja. Ninja, wombat, Wookiee, Ewok Jedi. Something like that. Too much head, I give that a bad pour, but got like almost a 4-finger pour, or 4-finger head. 7%, not too happy about that. It's not a good thing when you work a hard labor job, night shift, graveyard shift, and then come home, do some beer reviews, and then get started a little later than you want to. I got off work like 3.5 hours ago, but that's okay. Yeah, so it's an American IPA. I'm not big on IPAs, but happy Falltoberfest. That's Spit or Swallow Beer Reviews. We drink fall beers, Oktoberfest, pumpkin beers, and all the crazy little trick-or-treat Halloween, scary label beers, all the way to the end of October, beginning of November, depending on how much we have. Looks like I will be out by next week, so before Halloween. Which I got to work on Halloween anyhow. It would have been great and groovy if I could have done a beer review on Halloween or All Hallows Eve. But that's okay. Not a big IPA fan, and this one is very heady, a very frothy, foamy head. Almost looks like a crappy... crappy adjunct lager type head, one of those old school ones. Well, let's see if I can through that head. Give it a look. See, it's a little cloudy, golden, I guess. I don't have any lights on here. I'm just going sunlight through the windows. Kind of a pale golden, I guess. And the head's very frothy. I still got a lot in that can, 16-ounce can. Smells like an IPA. Piney, citrusy, almost a sweet citrusy. Not really tropical, but yeah, it smells all right. Hopefully it tastes good. If you guys have been watching us for years, our original channel was 2011 until 2020, and then we had to start a new channel. We did have a great following. We still have some of our old school followers. Yeah, I never liked IPAs back in the day. I still really don't like them, but I could handle them better. Back in the day when Jammer brought an IPA, I was like, I can't drink IPAs, man. But now I can drink them, especially over the last year doing beer reviews by myself pretty much. I bought a lot of IPAs. Usually I have to split them with Jammer, but I've been forced to drink them by myself now. And I like a good amount, I'm not a big IPA fan, but I still like certain IPAs. We'll leave it at that. How about that? Let's go ahead and try it. Let's do it. Cheers, Falltoberfest, y'all. It says it's American IPA. It does have a little bit of a juiciness to it. Not bad. It also has notes on it. Perfection is key. Alone is how to find me. Look to lupulin. Lupulin. I don't know what lupulin is. Anyhow. Aroma is supposed to be mango. Yeah, that's probably the sweetness I got. Mango, melon, fruit smoothie. Flavor, orange, short. I don't get all this. Orange, sherbet, papaya, orange, rind. A little bit of, I don't know about sherbet, but orange sherbet. Maybe a little hint of that. I could say that. Orange rind and orange sherbet. Yeah, maybe a little mix of both, I guess. Papaya, maybe a little bit of sweetness of a papaya and mango in there. Not sure if they're both actually in there, but it does have as Azaka hops, Azaka, Centennial, and Comet hops. So apparently, I like those hops. They're not overwhelming me or anything. So Centennial hops are all right, I think. And I can't remember if I ever had a beer with Comet and Azaka hops, but it's not too bad. It's hoppy. Is there a little bit in the back end, but not overwhelming at all. Very smooth, very juicy. A little hoppy, a little bitterness in the back end, but it's a nice smooth bitterness, I might say. It's like a Comet. Well, this is our Falltoberfest. Sorry, Jammer can't be with me. He only did the 4 beers with me. He only had he had 2 new Oktoberfest beers that he bought. He had 1 old Oktoberfest beer from last year. And he had a Devil's Backbone Vienna Lager, I believe it was, but did have the word devil in it. I didn't grade his shit, did I? You know what? I'm going to give it, for an IPA, an American IPA, I'm going to give it a A minus and a swallow. You heard it from Shagdog. The Wombat, Mortal Wombat, A minus and a swallow. Now, speaking of Mortal Wombat, I guess they're playing off Mortal Kombat, of course. Anybody watch that new Mortal Kombat movie? Came out, last year, I think? Can't remember when it came out. Last year? Or was it about a year and a half ago? I can't remember when it came out. It wasn't that great. But I watched it. It wasn't real bad. I probably think it's better than the older Mortal Kombat movies that came out in the 90s. But, it was alright though. I hate that they killed one of my favorite Mortal Kombat guys, Luke, the guy with the hat that throws the hat. It looked like a sombrero, but it was some type of Chinese hat or something. They killed him in the movie. I was like, oh, they always kill my favorite fucking character. But anyhow. Alright, we finished our beers here at the Spinner Swallow Beer Review, so I gotta finish this before I let you go. Subscribe, comment, like, share. Anyhow, I'm Shagdog. Thanks for watching the Spinner Swallow Beer Review. We will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching our Falltoberfest Especial.